Welcome back. The intriguing subject for viewers to consider is whether bearer bonds are real and if they can still be used in the real world after Alan Ritchson's character in Reacher Season 2 discovers that AM utilizes them for illicit activities. In the first scene of Reacher Season 2, Episode 5, Jack Reacher and David O'Donnell meet Homeland Security to find out what they know about AM. According to the Homeland Security agents, AM initially came to their attention 6 years prior, when he was a member of a terrorist group attempting to obtain nerve gas. They also disclosed that, with his exception, they were able to locate every terrorist associated with the gang. Jack Reacher, played by Alan Ritchson, discovers that the terrorists conducted business using bearer bonds as he searches through their private documents. This makes him think that AM most likely conducts transactions using the same approach. While the episode doesn't go into detail about bearer bonds or how AM is gaining from them, previous TV shows and films have explored the motivations behind criminal organizations' usage of them. Bearer bonds are real and have been shown in a number of other television programs and films. For example, Hans Gruber and his group take over Nakatomi Plaza in Die Hard in order to steal $640 million in bearer bonds from a vault within the skyscraper. Comparably, the main antagonist of Beverly Hills Cop 2 from 1987 also steals a bearer bond certificate and uses it to finance his illegal schemes. A similar portrayal occurs in F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, where the protagonist devises a plan to sell bearer bonds. The main reason bearer bonds are used as narrative devices in television series like Reacher and motion pictures like Die Hard, Beverly Hills Cop, and The Great Gatsby is because of their anonymity. Bearer bonds, in contrast to registered securities, are not linked to a particular owner. Because of this, anyone in possession of them can readily and legally transact the value connected with them. Regarding other digital or even physical modes of transaction, the same cannot be said. Bearer bonds' tangibility makes them simple to depict in fictional stories, which minimizes the possibility of plot holes involving money. Bearer bonds are also frequently utilized for issuing large denomination, as demonstrated in Reacher Season 2. Because criminals in films and television shows typically pursue enormous quantities of money, the bearer bond's exceptional value makes it an ideal story element for films and television series that center on heists or high-stakes terrorist operations, in that they are offered to investors as a means of raising capital. Bearer bonds and normal registered bonds are comparable. When the bond matures, the value is paid to the investor who purchased the bearer bond certificate. The ownership of a bearer bond is not formally recorded anywhere, in contrast to registered bonds, whose registration is altered upon a buyer selling them to a new buyer. This makes it possible for anyone holding the certificate to take ownership. Although bearer bonds have been outlawed in the U.S. since 1982 due to their abuse for tax evasion and money laundering, as seen in Reacher Season 2 Episode 5, several countries still permit their use. For more, subscribe.